Indiana travels over to Champaign to take on the Illini on the gridiron in a game that I guess there's no way to put it. This is a must-win for Tom Allen, and I think for his not only for bowl eligibility, but for his job at Indiana.
Yeah, I did a mailbag yesterday, and somebody asked me about Tom Allen's future. And here's the way I look at it: if they struggle down the stretch and don't make a bowl, what are you doing paying him next year to be essentially a lame duck? How is he supposed to recruit? I mean, we know he's got more years left on his contract, but we all know next year is it if they decide to keep him. And I don't know how you recruit when kids know you're not going to be there. And so to me, if they don't make a bowl game and have that automatic rollover in his contract, then it seems to make sense to me to move on, pay the money, find it somewhere. Just don't ask me for it, or Jim Coyle. Well, you're independently wealthy. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, you know it.
I'm
sitting here with you.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty sad.
No, I agree. I've changed my tune on that. I was pretty firmly believed that he's not going anywhere simply because who's going to pay that. But at the end of the day, now it's there for everything you just said. They cannot go into next season for all of those reasons. And I know it's a ton of money to basically seem like you're just blowing away with a blower like leaves that are on the ground right now. But it has to be done because it's the timing as well as of this with the change of the Big Ten, these teams coming in from the West Coast. You have to give every look that you more than care the football players. What would be done with them? You think that they're all just going to hang around? So it would destroy an entire team, and I know that making a change at the top is also something that is going to cause a lot of change with that program. So it's just going to be a tough way for them to go next year, I think. But
yeah, I agree. I've been one who feels that let's stop changing coaches every 5, 6, 7 years. But look, they played much better against Penn State. They beat a Wisconsin team that was missing its quarterback and a couple other guys, but still they beat them. Look, if they can pull this thing out of the muck, then maybe you give him another chance. But and certainly if he makes a bowl game, that's automatic. But I don't see it. I see them struggling here down the stretch. They still don't have a quarterback. Sorsby, he is what he is. But I think it's going to be really tough for Tom Allen to hold on.
What happens if they do make a bowl game? I mean, I know literally what happens, but what would that do for Indiana football if Indiana is able to do something that they haven't done for quite a while and win 4 Big Ten games in a row, to make a bowl game and enforce that automatic extension in his contract.
Right.
But what would that do to Indiana football going forward?
Boy, I don't know. I mean, obviously it keeps you committed to Tom Allen for another year or maybe even longer. At the same time, it would show some undeniable progress, which is what you're looking for from your football program and your coach. I'm not sure what the answer is because I think it's a double-edged sword. I don't know how all hot and bothered they are about moving forward with Tom. At the same time, you never look a victory in the mouth, right? So I'm not sure exactly how it would impact Indiana football. It would certainly feel good in the short term, but long term, is that necessarily what you want?
Absolutely. Purdue football has not been what they expected this year. Of course, they've got a new coach there. But man, the Big Ten is just stinking the joint up, to put it bluntly. And I think Michigan, how much has Michigan benefited from that? Because I know you're no longer an AP voter, right?
I've never been AP Heisman. I was a Heisman voter, but never
I've got a
AP.
problem with these AP voters that are still voting Michigan so highly, and I want to know, what is this based on? Because you think they're good? Because who have they beaten? What have they done?
Yeah, their resume is not real impressive. So I'm with you. Are they a top 14? Probably. I mean, they're undefeated. We'll find out what happens when they go to when they play Ohio State. But yeah, I'm with you. I don't know what has everybody all excited about Michigan. The hell Indiana scored a touchdown on them. What's wrong with these guys?
Almost two.
Almost two. Take that, Michigan.
That's
So
right.
yeah, we'll find out today apparently what kind of punishment they're going to hand down in the Harbaugh situation. I think they need to wait. I just think they need to wait and get this investigation completed and then make a judgment.
Now, the Big Ten needs to wait, or the NCAA.
Both. Let's just wait until we have solid evidence. I mean, it's pretty clear to most people with two eyeballs that they've been cheating, big time. But I think you've got to wait and don't open yourself up to the possibility that they can come back at you. Wait till the whole thing is done.